Hey, before anything, I hope this stays kind of private within the realm of my subscribers and those that have some sort of, how should we put it, uh, other than neutral and self knowledge. Keep it private within the public sphere because it's not going to do any good to anyone or any bad for that reason. This is to address two things. How um, I've had a pretty much, sidetrack, hmm, and to address a little bit Courtney Bryan and the likes, which at the end of the day, they maybe mean well, but there is such thing as limits and uh, what do they call it? It's funny how there's different analogies in different languages, for the same meaning. Much respect to and credit for the background music to R.A. the Rugged Man and producers and so on and so forth. So I will start off with the corporate means because at the end of the day, yes, the likes of Courtney Ryan is very correct and much respect and thanks for the input, feedback, whatever, however is really working out. Something is better than nothing. Mm. And I really mean that. Even though it's more than something, like it is quite genuine, but it applies more towards the non-private life and connections, friendships, work, partnership. Some people live their lives like that is all in all. That's all they know. The likes of people that have started scratching on the surface of private living conveyances or all manner of ways that people live their lives. It's just it doesn't things don't apply the same way. Then throw in the mix um, some outside of norm and new and experimental technology and ideology, and it just no matter how much work we all put in to try to be genuine and so on and so forth, the internet, the switch was going to be quicker. The machine is going to perform better than a woman, than a man. The, the only thing that is left is us to care about each other. And very unfortunate to see that on a rapid decline. And this has been going on for a long while. It just seems to be very cemented in more recent times and beyond that, like just the types of site wars and just literally being the meaning of life for some people. Now, that's with them, and well, basically, which this is the closure point, which is, the video that, well, the title that I typed up. on the 22nd of December. So, at the end of the day, I wish good luck to YouTube, to Google, to the National Party of New Zealand, to the Labour Party, like cheers straight up, just to everyone in general, both in the corporate, the private, and every single plane that you can think of, because I have not seen this much failure while trying to say and portray, and like how many different ways can like that's like the things are so bad that like how many angles on which angle, what way can anyone that is still functioning look at the situation to try to see a win? That's just, yeah, with a higher function, of course. uh, Maybe it's not so bad to be restricted, but to have the potential as bad as it can be if you've got no limits and you're the limitation. And I'm saying this from compassion, and I wish well. I want for the problems to be resolved or have solutions, more like. And will we all, or will we move on? That's wise. Have a good night here, and good day, and all of that to everyone else. And to value your private, non tangible trust, and I could almost say, man, I won't say bureaucratic things, but specifically the ones that don't really get written down and stuff. That is my last point. That is the things that I've been doing. And yeah, I mean, get an experience and coming to some sort of conclusion, right? Even if it's not quite unquote written in stone or taken with a grain of salt, is some form of moving forward. Even if I get like 1% out of 100 in terms of a lesson over 6 months, it's better than getting a zero or a negative. And this will be the last thing that I'm going to go out with on this live stream. How hard out. And I don't know if it's just like a bit of bias, but I remember when I was trying to solve maths purely using my mind, and how bad things were getting when you use negatives, and how when you multiply them and stuff, the rules are very, very complicated. And I sure have some faith that they produce some factual results, at least when it comes to numbers. Have a good night. All the best. Enjoy life and don't waste it. There always is the next thing that comes. And if you've survived, you might just get around to thriving. Have a good night, day, and life.